Hi everyone, we'd like to welcome you to our first ever virtual adult tournament ceremony. Any given year, we'd be having this ceremony in person, but 2020 has been unusual to say the least. So we decided to try something a little different because it's important to us to recognize NorCal's outstanding adult tournament players.
Today, we're excited to bring together and celebrate a great group of NorCal players and recognize their achievements of being named the 2020 Player of the Year. The Adult Open, NTRP, and Family Player of the Year is a player who has shown good sportsmanship, has performed at a consistently high level, and demonstrated outstanding dedication to tournament play.
But before we acknowledge the award winners, we'd like to introduce you to our hosts for tonight. I'm Lonnie Ray Green.
Hey everyone, I'm Becca Bauer.
Hey, I'm Trey Asbury.
Hi everybody, I'm Beth Workina.
Hi, I'm Nayeli Vega.
Without further ado, let's get started. Nayeli, take it away.
What a great group of players we have tonight. Let's kick things off with our first category, the Father-Son Open Doubles Duo winners, Bill and Matthew McGowan. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks. Nice to be here.
Awesome. Bill, we'll start with you. Tennis is obviously such a great sport for the whole family. What is the best part about playing with your son?
Wow. Well, the best part about it is, competing and getting really close to my son, my teenage son, on the tennis court. It's just a rare moment. It's just really fun. I really enjoy the fun. And especially because he carries me. It's just like he's the boss on the court. And all I gotta do is stand in the net and pick up volley. Yeah.
Sounds like a great game plan. So Matthew, what about you? Any favorite part about playing with your dad?
Well, I think it's really special because unlike any other double matches I might play, this is my father. This isn't just some friend or some person I meet in a tournament. It's my dad, and we have all these like special calls between us. We'll crack jokes and stuff. It's a really fun time all around, and I thoroughly enjoy it. Yes, and I'm glad we can win too. That's fun.
Guys, what a fun experience, especially playing with family. And I gotta say, I love those shirts. They're fabulous.
Thank you.
So congratulations to you both. Let's welcome our next team, the Mixed 3-5 Double awardees, Robert Vlasic and Rosie Men. Hey guys, thanks for joining us.
Hello, good to be here.
Great to have you. So question for you, Robert. I'd love to hear more about your experience this season. Can you share one of your favorite memories from this past year?
Yeah, well, I just started playing about 2 years ago. So every day is like a learning experience. But I think this year has been most memorable with just like how dedicated people have been to playing tennis when tennis wasn't as available as it normally is. And that's probably the greatest thing that I noticed is that tennis players are jumping fences and climbing through holes and playing tennis, so it's kind of fun.
I love that. Thanks for sharing that. And all right, Rosie, now it's your turn. What is one standout story that you could share with us today?
He loves playing tennis with me. That's what it probably is.
All you love with me because I am.
She's been my coach all year, so she's had to deal with grinding through my tennis. That's probably her best memory.
Nice, keeping you in shape on the court.
Yes.
Yeah.
Congratulations again to you two. And next up, we
Thanks.
have the Mixed 4-0 Doubles Award winners, husband and wife duo, Caesar and Karina Ladian. Great to have you two on.
Hi, thank you.
Playing tennis together must be a really fun hobby to share. What's your favorite part about playing in tournaments together?
I like the traveling together and going to different cities and meeting different tennis players.
Nice. Yeah, tournaments are a great space to do that. There's all sorts of different people playing. So for Caesar, what is it about playing tournaments with Karina that makes it so fun?
So I've been playing like mixed doubles since 1999. And been to nationals a few times, but I would have to say, like, to go with, my wife, it makes it so much more fun, and we squeeze a vacation out of it, and so it definitely means a lot more, and it makes it twice as much fun. I mean, this is the only thing I do now. I just play mixed with my wife, so.
Sounds like a match made in heaven. Thanks for joining us, and congratulations, Caesar and Karina. Last but not least, we have our final duo, the mixed 4-5 doubles winners, Abel Orozco and Marissa Fulham Campbell. Unfortunately, Abel and Marissa couldn't join us today, but a big congratulations to them both.
And let's give it up for all of our players of the year in this category. Congratulations again to you all. Thank you. Now let's toss things over to our co-hosts for our men's singles awards.
So thank you, guys. We have quite the lineup today. Let's get things started with the men's 3-0 singles winner, Pat Paris. Welcome, Pat. Okay, so we'll get right into it. We're curious, do you have a special routine before matches or any superstitions that bring you luck before a match?
One of the things I do, 2019, I have a history of serious lower back issues that resulted in me being carried off a couple of the courts in 2019 but via ambulance and all that. So I was out of tennis for almost a year and went through some serious physical therapy. And as a result of that, I no longer have pain and I'm able to play tennis again, which I was able to do this year. And so one of the things I do before every tournament is I do a lot of physical therapy and stretching. And I also have a specialized back stretching machine that I use prior to going to the tournaments and after I return from tournaments that enables me to continue to play and enjoy the game.
Well, thanks for hopping on, Pat. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now let's welcome the men's 3-5 singles awardee, Michael Swartzberg. Hi, Michael. Welcome.
Hi, thank you. Great to be here.
With so many great adult tournaments, do you have one that's your favorite to compete in, and why is that your favorite?
Well, I certainly have memorable tournaments. There was Lafayette when it was about 111 degrees on the court, and I almost got carted off by an ambulance, but somehow we managed to all make it through that one-day tournament. But clearly the best is the Grand Prix. It's what we all really work hard all year to try and achieve, and it's nice because the people you'll see, the top 8, are the ones you saw all year. And so you're certainly going to see very familiar faces. Everybody pats each other on the back. And it's the one tournament I actually get my family to show up to support and really cheer me on. So that was certainly great. Last year I got to go. I hope that, with all the world gets back to normal, that we're able to do that again. I think it is a good chance for, again, everybody to kind of come together at the end of the year and just really celebrate what tennis is all about.
Very true. I agree. Congratulations, Michael. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you. Yes.
All right, so let's move on to the men's 4-0 singles award winner, Chris Iwata. Chris, great to have you on. Welcome.
Thanks. Thank you. It's great to be here. It's virtual this time versus being at the Grand Prix, dinner and award ceremonies. I've gotten to have the fortunate to be player of the year for 3 different age groups, actually 2 different age groups, 60 and 265s. So not to brag or anything, but I mean, it's just something I try and really strive for. And this year I was trying to strive for 70s, but COVID basically took care of that. So, but being player of the year, it's really more about consistency, perseverance, mental, physical toughness. You have to play for a whole full season. It's not just, a few tournaments. So, but it's not always about being the best player. Some of these players I played are much better than I am, so, but then they don't play very much. They don't play through a whole full season. So a lot of times you don't get all those points because of that. And, the best thing about USTA tennis is you're trying to get out there, you're playing competitively, but you're also meeting new people, you're sharing experiences, and of course you have great competition. and that really makes my experiences playing tennis really worth it. So in closing, I just want to say thank you for all the USTA staff and to the volunteers who really worked hard to get through this difficult season to come to this successful ending. So thank you very much, everyone. I talk too much. This is my problem.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that, Chris. Really appreciate that. We have the men's 4-5 singles awardee on deck. Welcome Aditya Sarang. Aditya, with so many tough players at the 4-5 level, tell us, how do you adapt your game based on the difficult opponents that you face?
Thank you, Trey. Happy to be here. And first of all, I would like to thank everyone for organizing this. It's been a tough season, and I really, really appreciate all you guys putting in this effort. Yeah, and as far as like trying to adapt to different players, I think that's the most fun part about playing tournaments. Sometimes you play multiple matches in a single day, and each player is so different. So what works against one player might be someone else's strength. So you have to change things up, go to plan B, doesn't work, plan C. Hopefully that's where it ends for you, and you can get a win. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, depends on the day.
Awesome. Congratulations, Aditya. Thanks for joining us and being here.
Thank you. Yeah.
So now we have 2 awardees for the men's 5-0 singles category. Let's welcome Drew Diefenbach. Thanks for being on, Drew. Welcome. So question for you. You obviously play tournaments, but we know that you also run them as well, which is great. Thank you for doing that. What's your favorite part about playing, and what's your favorite part about hosting tournaments? Can you tell us a little bit?
Well, thanks again for inviting me and giving me an award. I was thinking about it, and it's like I give out a lot of awards. I've given out trophies, so many trophies, right? And it's kind of nice to get a trophy. Got it here on my desk. It's like, oh wow, that's cool. Yeah, for me, I just I'm fortunate. I feel fortunate to be in that position, and thanks for having me, and I appreciate the award. So
great, thanks, Drew. Appreciate it. Our second awardee, Yasser Arafat Muhammad, couldn't be here with us today, but he did send a video, so let's listen in.
Hi, this is Yasser Arafat Muhammad from Santa Clara. I've been named as Player of the Year in USTA NorCal 502 Division. I deeply appreciate this recognition and extend my thanks to all the organizers, coordinators, and sponsors who make this tournament and who took this decision. I played many tournaments in California in 502 Division. I won few and lost few. Hope to play more tournaments in future. And a little bit about me back in my home country, India, is I started my career when I was 10 years old. And I started playing professional tennis when I was 14 years old. So I played mini juniors, sub juniors, juniors, and nationals. I mean men's nationals. So I was top 15 in men's circuit before I left my career. I hope to play more tournaments in California and in US in my age category and ITF circuit. And I thanks once again for the organizing committee to give me this beautiful memento. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Congratulations to Yasir. So now we have the men's 5-5 singles awardee, Andrew No. Unfortunately, Andrew couldn't be here with us tonight, but we would like to extend a big congratulations on being named Player of the Year. So congrats, Andrew.
Congrats, Andrew. And last but certainly not least is the men's singles open winner, who is Mohammed Irfan Laktwala. Unfortunately, like Andrew, Mohammed couldn't be here with us tonight, but we'd like to extend a big congratulations on being named Player of the Year.
Yep, congrats, Mohammed. And let's give it up for all of our winners in the men's singles category. Congratulations to you all. All right, guys, so that's it for us. Let's see what's happening in the women's singles category.
Thanks, guys. We're looking forward to highlighting some of these talented singles players at NorCal.
Let's kick things off with the women's open singles winner, Claire Badaracco. Claire, thanks for joining us.
To be here. Thank you so much.
Awesome. With so many great players competing in adult tournaments, do you go into each tournament with a specific strategy in mind?
I would say this year I purposely tried to play some more open tournaments, and with the goal of each time playing strong players, but also having something I wanted to work on, a drop shot, trying to go to the net more, or trying to create a pattern like forehand, forehand, backhand. And then always just trying to have some fun on the side.
Congratulations, Claire. Now let's move on to the women's 2-5 singles awardee, Rapunzel Del Castillo. Unfortunately, Rapunzel was unable to join us in person today, but she did want to share a quick message.
We love having her out on the court, and congratulations again to Rapunzel.
Great. Up next, we have the women's 3-0 singles awardee, Elizabeth Matzner. Welcome, Elizabeth.
Thank you.
So we'd love to know more about how you got involved with playing in tournaments.
So I checked my USTA record, and I played in my very first USTA tournament in July of 2018. And I must have really liked it because in a span of less than 2 years, I played in 30 more tournaments. And after I joined the tennis club, I had just started playing tennis, and my coach, Matthew Donaldson, took me under his wing and told me that I should be playing in tournaments. And I was very skeptical at first because I was very new and I didn't even know the rules. I still don't always know all the rules. And now I'm just so forever grateful that he had this vision for me and pushed me in this direction, because it really is a perfect fit. And he really deserves one of these trophies as well that says Coach of the Year. And then I just want to give a shout out also to my grandfather. He's the one who got me my tennis membership. I was a competitive athlete all the way through college. And then for 10 years, I did nothing after that I graduated. And he encouraged me to do tennis. He got me my membership. He's my #1 fan and my hero. So thank you so much, Papa.
Oh, that's really sweet, Elizabeth. Congratulations. We love all the shout outs, especially, with influential figures in our lives. Thank you for joining us. It was a pleasure. And up next, we have the Women's 3-5 Singles Player of the Year, Stephanie Chang.
Yeah, thanks for organizing this.
Great. So with so many great tournaments, can you tell us more about which was your favorite tournament this season and why?
Yeah, well, first I actually wanted to give a shout out to Elizabeth, because she's the one who introduced me to tournaments. I've been playing USTA leagues for like 5 years now, but this was my first year playing tournaments. And she convinced me that it was like a really good way to challenge yourself. And so I think my favorite tournament actually is the last one that I played before shelter in place happened. It was at Bay Club, and both of the people I played were just like really strong players. And so that really forced me to focus and push myself more. And then they were also just great sports. So it was just a lot of fun matches.
Nice. Congratulations, Stephanie. It's great having you. I guess, yeah, you and Elizabeth both, welcome to the tournament scene. Moving on to the Women's 4-0 Singles awardee, Ann Thurston Ellis. Welcome on, Ann. So tournaments are, a really great way to be involved in the sport of tennis. What is your favorite part about playing in tournaments?
I enjoy the competition, and I enjoy meeting other people that enjoy tennis and seeing the other clubs in the area and parks. So thank you for that opportunity.
Great, that's what we love to hear, and congratulations again, Ann, and thanks for joining us today. Now we have the women's 4-5 single award winner, Nicole Stevens. Thanks for coming on, Nicole.
Yeah, thank you so much for organizing.
Great. So earning Player of the Year is quite an achievement. Can you tell us more about how long you've been playing in tournaments?
I think I played my first tournament in 2014, so I guess I've been playing tournaments 6 years now. I started playing tournaments at the 3-0 level, and I've been working my way up ever since.
That's great to hear. I love, learning about the progressions and just really sticking to it. Congratulations again, Nicole. And that concludes our Women's Singles Awards. What a great group of players we have in this category able to join us today, and also Rapunzel, who is unable to join today. But congratulations to everyone once again, and let's give everyone a big round of applause. Now we're going to toss it to Trey and Naomi for the men's doubles.
Thanks. We're here with the Men's Doubles Award winners. First up are Macario Ramascal and Michael Woods, the winners of the Men's 3-5 Doubles category. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
First question is for Macario. It sounds like you two are relatively new to tennis. We'd love to hear how you got started in adult tournaments and your story on winning this year.
I started tennis about 8 years ago, and it's a big chunk of my history is mostly in doubles. And I moved to Sacramento from the Central Valley about 3 years ago, and I met Michael, and he has like a network of a bunch of people that play tennis. And he introduced me to the USTA links here. And so we kind of signed up for the 2019 league kind of late, and we still wanted to play together. And he found a bunch of tournament schedules that he wanted to join. So we did the end of the 2019 and we kind of got slaughtered. And so we kind of focused on some of the things we needed to work on, I guess, and a lot of tennis etiquette and tournament etiquette and all that stuff. So luckily we won in the winter. Some of the advice that we got was to start doing your tournaments in the winter when there's less people signed up and we can kind of relax during the summer while we have, you know, some points at least in the winter. And so, yeah, we kind of, I guess, fortunately and unfortunately, we won 2 out of our 3 tournaments for the 2020 year. And then unfortunately, COVID happened, and you know, no doubles tournaments during the year after that. So we kind of, our points kind of stopped accumulating. And then we found that the second and third place guys were 1 point below us. And so, I don't know, luckily I guess we had the most, I guess, at the wrong time, or wrong or right time, I don't know.
Yeah, good timing. Yeah, definitely. Michael, we heard a story on winning this year. Came down to a close margin. Can you tell me more about that?
Sure, yeah. As Macario said, it came down to just 1 or 2 points with our second and third place winners. And then also some of our tournament wins were very close as well. So I think it was pretty, by the time these tournaments came around, Macario and I had been playing together for a while. So we kind of knew each other's strengths and weaknesses. So by the end, it was pretty helpful for me to know, oh, I could get that, but I know that, Macario's a lot stronger position where he is, so let him have it. Or that's going to be Macario's weakness, so I should just go for it and take it. And then, kind of know when someone's going to go for it, maybe when it's in the middle. Whereas if I'm playing with someone else, I wouldn't know, and maybe we both go or neither of us would go. But since we play together so much, I just knew based on what it was and where it was going, if he was going to go or not. So I think that was, integral to our success.
Congratulations, guys. Now let's move on to the men's 4-0 doubles duos, Abid Majid and Joel Miller. Unfortunately, neither Joel or Abid were able to join us today, but congratulations, guys.
Moving on to the men's 4-5 winners, Todd Weibel and Dan Hernandez. Thank you for joining us, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Todd.
Thank you.
Yeah, great to have you guys here. Todd, finding a doubles partner can be tough sometimes. We'd love to hear more about how long you two have been competing together.
Sure. So Dan and I have been playing since probably, I'd say about 12 years, on and off together, of course, but we've been playing league together for many years. Dan's always been a great coach and, just a good friend to everyone on the team as well as, including myself. So it's a little more for us. I think it's a little more than just tennis. We're very close. We consider ourselves family almost. And we've been doing this for a long time. We love tennis. Dan convinced me to join the Bay Club this year, which really helped my game to elevate to the next level, and also to help us as a team to be able to practice more in controlled environments and so on. So the end result was that we did come out number one, and it was just Dan and I got some good wins this year. We played some good tennis, yeah. And so, although the season was shortened and so on, it really, for me, what I realize now is you don't know what you got till it's gone. And I mean, so missing playing doubles and just getting together has been very, very hard on us. And so we're looking forward to getting back on the court and trying to repeat again this year.
That's great.
Yeah.
Dan, what in your eyes makes your doubles partnership so dynamic?
Well, it's Todd said, we've been playing together for well over 12 years on USTA teams, and we've had some really nice runs to districts and sectionals and things like that. So like Todd says, we have a nice group of players that we would consider all of us family. But for us, I'm a classic doubles player, serve and volley. I grew up serving and volleying my whole life. And so when I pick a doubles partner, I love playing with singles players. And Todd's one of the best singles players around. He's been in tournaments we're both tournament players. So it's a real nice dynamic where we actually play I formation a lot, where I'm at the net just cutting off balls. And I know I have faith in my partner behind me to run things down. And it works really well. And the best part of our playing together is that we just compete really well. There's no give up. We will lose a first set 6-0 and we'll come back and win the second set. We never give up. We always look to see what we're doing right or wrong. We adjust accordingly. And like Todd said, we had some great wins this year, not only in tournaments, but in USTA League as well.
That's amazing. Congratulations, guys. So
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on. Now moving on to the men's open doubles champs, Chris Aria and Murphy Parker. Welcome, guys. Chris, it seems like you two have connected well on the court. How did you meet and start playing together?
I just noticed right away he was a really good player and a really good guy. And we started playing a lot together just for fun. We started hanging out off the court and we really gelled. And we figured, hey, we should play some doubles together.
That's great. That's a great partnership. I mean, how long have you two been playing together?
Let's see, maybe since last September.
And what do you think makes your partnership so special?
I think our personalities complement each other. We're both really easygoing guys who like to have fun and joke around. And we have a lot of fun off the court. It's not just about the tennis for us. And I think our game styles really complement each other well. He's more of a power player with a big serve, big forehand. I'm more about the consistency and the touch and the angles. I have a good returner serve. He's got a good serve. So our playing styles complement each other really well.
That's great to hear. And all right, Murphy, is there any favorite memory that you'd like to share?
Yeah, we had a really good match with a couple of formidable opponents in San Jose this year, and it was super windy. It was early part of the year, and we played two very good players who I think have been players of the year a few times for Men's Open, No and Sablon, and we ended up winning like 10-8 in a tiebreaker, but it was a crazy match, super windy. And that was kind of the match that really gelled us. I felt like it was one of those matches where you step off the court, you might as well have played 5 sets, but it was only a 2-hour match, but it felt like so much exertion. So after that, we decided, hey, we can really do this and we can carry this momentum forward. And after that match, we started playing more tournaments. We're actually looking to start playing some qualifying tournaments for some futures, looking at some challengers in the area, and trying to use both of our college experiences and a little bit of my tour experience to really try to come full circle, because let's be honest, adulting gets pretty boring and tennis is a lot more fun. So and then COVID hit, so we had some early success this year, and that was just one of my memorable experiences.
Congrats, you two. All right, that's it for the men's doubles front. Let's give a round of applause to all of our winners. And let's toss it over to our co-host for the women's doubles category.
Thanks, Niley and Trey. We'd like to welcome all of the women's doubles awardees to this year's virtual ceremony. So let's get started with the women's 3-0s double players of the year, Judy Stevens and Colleen Buck.
Welcome, ladies. Okay, so Judy, doubles is such an exciting and fun way of playing tennis. How did you and Colleen start playing together? And do you have a favorite memory of you guys playing doubles together that you can share?
We started playing probably together 3 or 4 years ago when we decided to co-captain a team. That's kind of how we got started. Her partner got hurt and my partner was kind of flaky, so we kind of just got together. I guess my favorite memory of us on the court is, if you know me, I'm a little bit of a hypochondriac about, being sick and sort of those kind of things. And I had some tests done, and one of my blood tests didn't come out the way I wanted it to come out, so I had to take a retest. And I was waiting for my results, and we had a match that night with a team that always was the kind of a thorn in our side. So of course we get on the court, and I'm thinking about this test that I haven't gotten yet, and I couldn't hit a ball if my life depended on it. Everything, and the people that we played against know us well, so they hit everything to me. And it would pop out, I'd hit the net, I missed it completely, and it was pretty bad. I think we were down love 3, and we were switching sides, and Colleen put her arm around me and said, "Judy, you're not dying. Get your head in the game and hit the effing ball." I'm like, okay. We won that first set 6-3, and we went on to win the second set 6-love. So we laugh about it all the time, because it's like she's always the one that can calm me down and say, okay, forget about it. Just get your head in the game and let's play. And we've been very successful together that way. So what's nice about tennis is, especially when you play with a good friend, you can forget about all your problems and just go out there and have a good time. So we laugh about that all the time. So I'm still here. That was like 3 years ago. I'm not dying. I'm alive.
We're glad to have you, and it's nice to have a reliable partner and someone you can, actually have fun with. That's the whole point, right?
Oh,
so, yeah. So Colleen, do you have another favorite memory of playing doubles together with Judy that you can share with us?
Oh gosh, I mean, that one, it was much funnier when that actually happened. So there's so many. We captained several teams together and started doing tournaments together, and she's someone that I didn't know before tennis started, before we started playing tennis, and found out they were both originally from Chicago, and we kind of carried that into our tennis. We would always say we're gonna go Chicago on people when we're playing tennis, because if you know people from Chicago, they're a little in your face. So that was kind of an inside joke that we always would say. But she's become, she was someone that I didn't know and has become like a sister. So it's all because of tennis, and we enjoy playing together, and it's led to a great friendship too.
That's great. Love it. Definitely sounds like a great friendship and partnership. So thanks guys for joining us today. So let's move on now to the dynamic women's 3-5 doubles pair, Kimba Warford and Claire Milinkovic. Kimba and Claire, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
So Kimba, I know that great doubles teams require communication and familiarity. So do you guys have an example of a time you communicated effectively to win the point?
I don't have an exact example, but I do know that we're very good at communication, and probably one thing that I do know is when we play and our opponents are lobbers, we're very good at kind of coming together and trying to figure out, okay, how are we gonna defend the lob, and we're very good about figuring out which one of us is going to stay back so that we can make sure that we get it. That's one of the things that we, I think we've done well together.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Sounds like a good winning strategy. So Claire, can you give us another instance where your communication paid off?
Well, it's kind of the same with that Kimba was saying, that it's kind of when you play together for a long time, it's kind of intuitive,
that I always know that she'll be, if I'm over here, I know she's got my back. It's kind of becomes, you don't even think about it anymore. You just know that she'll be there.
That's key to a good relationship, a partnership, a doubles team. So Kimba and Claire, it was a pleasure. Thank you guys so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Yeah. So next we have the women's 4-0 doubles duo, Danielle Reading and Michelle Riley. So although Danielle and Michelle were unable to be with us in person today, they did share a little something to celebrate their win. So let's check it out.
Wow, what a great photo of the two of them. Love seeing that. So our final pair in this category is the women's 4-5 doubles awardees, Linda Dunn and Pam Pontius. Welcome to you both, and thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Perfect. Well, so I first have a question for you, Linda, and then a follow-up for you, Pam. Linda, it's clear that you two have found great success on the court. Can you share with us one secret or an example of what makes you so successful together?
Well, in addition to being friends on the tennis court, we also do a lot of things together off court. We do hiking, go out for meals, we do classical music concerts and ballets. And then on the tennis court, we have done numerous clinics together, and we've also done double strategy lessons with a private coach.
Oh, that sounds great. It definitely sounds like, that off-court relationship really strengthens your partnership on the court. So Pam, what in your eyes makes your doubles partnership so dynamic as well?
Well, I think that Linda and I have a lot of respect for each other's games as tennis players. Speaking about the tennis part of our relationship, and Linda is very, very steady and calm in the backcourt, and I tend to want to rush into the net. And so when I'm playing with Linda, I know she's going to be disappointed if I miss my returns, for example. So it just sort of brings out the best in me. She expects a lot from me. I expect a lot from her, and I just think it makes us better players in a positive way. I just think I don't want to let her down, and I just think the relationship works because I try to be more like her, and in some ways she tries to be more like me, and it makes our games better together. So.
Sounds like she's the yin to your yang, Pam. So that's good. So, yeah. So thanks for joining us, Linda and Pam. We're so happy to have you guys on and sharing your time with us. So can you please put your virtual hands together for all of our winners in the women's doubles category? Congratulations, ladies.
Thanks, ladies. And that concludes our ceremony recognizing this year's Players of the Year. Now, please join me in giving a final big cheer to all of our NorCal winners. Congratulations, everyone, and thanks for joining us.